Welcome back to my channel. I am so grateful that you are here to learn how to make this simple, easy wardrobe essential, the turtleneck. Before we get into this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep getting this type of content. Like this video so I can show up in your algorithm, and share. Sharing is caring. I am so appreciative of the community that we are building. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you have any suggestions, I'm open to those. Or if you just want to say something fun, I love fun stuff. So say along. All right, no more waiting. Let's get into the video. We first want to assemble and cut out our pattern. This pattern is by Sewing Patterns Market on Etsy, and I've provided a link to their store in the description. This project, I am using a cotton rib knit. Any 4-way stretch medium to heavyweight fabric would work. I used about 1.5 yards for this project. And I made sure I pre-washed the fabric to account for any shrinkage. Also, for this project, use a stretch needle. These needles are sharper than universal needles and are best for knits. Here are the pieces for the project. We have a collar, sleeves, a back piece, and a front piece. Every piece is cut on the fold except for the sleeves. The first thing we want to do is take our front piece and lay it on top of the back piece with right sides facing one another. You also want to pin the shoulder seams together and pin the side seams together. For this project, I'm using a zigzag stitch instead of a serger. You can completely skip the pinning step and take it right to the machine, but I enjoy pinning. Here I am folding my sleeves in half with the right sides inward and pinning those edges together. Once I finish, I will take both top pieces and the sleeves to the machine and sew. I like to pin everything and take what's pinned to the sewing machine so I don't have to go back and forth. Since I won't be using a serger for this project, I set my machine to a zigzag stitch. The auto-generated stitch length for a zigzag on my machine is at a 1.4. I decided to go with the 2.0 stitch because that's what I'm more comfortable with. I find that using a longer stitch helps the sewing go a lot faster. Now it's time to set the sleeves. Turn the sleeve right side out and keep the bodice on the wrong side. Insert the sleeve inside the bodice, matching the front and back notches. Pin and sew. Now let's work on the collar. Fold the collar with right side inwards, matching the center back. Sew the center back, turn it on the right side, and fold in half. Make sure you follow the grain line position that's on the pattern. I had to make this collar 3 times because I didn't follow the grain line. The collar did not stretch to its widest capacity, so I couldn't fit it over my head. So make sure you're paying attention to that and testing the fabric, and please learn from me. Insert the collar into the bodice opening and sew. Before I take it to the machine, I like to align the collar's center back seam to the center back of the bodice, at the shoulder seams, and at the center front to use as a guide while sewing. Keep in mind you may need to stretch and pull the fabric slightly to hit each of those points, but those points are meant to just be a guide. Right here, I'm hemming the sleeves and bottom of the bodice. I originally used a zigzag stitch, but later I took those stitches out to use a twin needle for a more professional look. Whatever you prefer is what you should do. And here's the finished project. Very simple, very cute, perfect for the winter days in Chicago. I think the only thing that I will change in the future are lengthening the sleeves and just taking them in a little bit at the wrist because my arms are a little bit longer. But tell me what you think in the comments. Until next time.